What's happening, guys, and welcome to this Pokemon NU match against a random opponent. Both my Machoke and Magmortar set played a very crucial role in this game and did very well, as you will see. So I hope you enjoy this game, and let's get started. I decided to lead off with my Machoke, expecting his Acelgar to lead. I'm going to go for a knockoff. And it looks like he can't be taken out with a bullet punch, so I'm just going to follow up with a poison jab as he gets his second layer of spikes up. And after this, he's going to bring in his Mesprit, and I'm going to switch out Machoke because I need him for later against Pawniard or Gurdurr. And I bring in Audino, takes the Psychic very well. And I'm going to Mega Evolve here and go for that Dazzling Gleam. I expected him to stay in since he did quite a bit of damage with Psychic to me and the spikes. And I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here because usually Vileplumes are not invested in special attack really that much. So I'm able to live a Sludge Bomb easily from this thing. Then I'm going to follow up with Flamethrower, get a lot of damage on this thing, which is essential to taking this thing down, because this thing can do a lot of damage to my team if I lose Magmortar and Alakazam. I'm going to bring in Mantine here and go for that Air Slash, and he's going to bring in Seismitoad, and it doesn't really do that much damage. So on this next turn, I decided to go for a Toxic to get the most damage on this thing, as he sets up Stealth Rocks. Now here he makes a really smart play as I go for the Defog. He's going to bring in his Pawniard to get that Defiant boost because I lowered his evasion. And I'm just going to let my Mantine die here because he's the least essential out of all my Pokemon. He did his job defogging. Now I'm going to bring in my Magmortar, go for that Will-O-Wisp because I knew this thing was probably packing Sucker Punch and I needed to burn this thing immediately. Now on this next turn, I'm just going to go for a Flamethrower, fearing that he may go for a knockoff. And I'm just going to finish this thing off. Now he brings in his Seismitoad here, and I'm going to go for the Solar Beam, and I know it can take him out because it's 4 times effective, and then Magmortar just has a ton of special attack. Now I'm just going to sacrifice Magmortar to his Mesprit, and it looks from the way he brought it in and all that he is Choice Scarf, because he also goes for a Psychic against my Golurk too, which usually they carry Shadow Ball or whatever for Ghost types. And I'm just going to go for a Fire Punch again, and as he brings in his Gurdurr, and immediately I'm going to switch out into my Machoke because I wanted to test this thing again against Gurdurr, because every time I see Gurdurr I just bring in Machoke if I have him on my team. I'm going to go for that knockoff to get rid of his Eviolite, and he's just going to go for that Drain Punch, gets a little bit of HP back. I'm going to go for a Dynamic Punch to confuse him, and he's going to make the mistake by going for a bulk up, and I'm going to go for another Dynamic Punch, and he hits himself in confusion on this turn and then also the following turn, so I'm able to get rid of his Gurdurr with quite ease with this Machoke set. He's going to bring in Mesprit. I'm just going to sacrifice this thing, go for that Bullet Punch, get that extra damage on him. And then after that, I'm going to bring in my Alakazam, expecting him to be Choice Scarf, which he probably is because he outsped my Alakazam. And I'm going to go for an Energy Ball here to do the most damage on this thing. And then go for a Psychic next turn because it doesn't even matter because it would kill him anyways, even though it's resisted. And then he's going to forfeit here, knowing that his Vileplume can't do anything against my Alakazam because I outspeed him. So yeah, this was a pretty nice game. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice day, and goodbye.